Hello, my name is Ishmael Kuyate, and I'm here to present a solution to digital divide in the Ashfield City. Let's take a look at the summary of the problem. The people of Ashfield City is experiencing digital divide simply because they cannot afford the service. These people are low-income earners, and this situation has prevented them from acquiring educational, healthcare, and other basic social services. So let's take a look at the stakeholders. There are three stakeholders who should be working together to solve this problem. They are basically the central government, Ashfield City Council, and the service provider or the telecommunication companies. The approach: the government is responsible, as in a regular situation, to provide basic social services to citizens. The Joe Biden administration did this in 2021 when they signed the bipartisan deal. So in the case of Ashfield City, the government should simply draft a policy that should be executed as a project, and this policy should have the following. First, budget allocation. The allocation of budget is simply to subsidize the service provider so as to enable them execute some promotional packages for the people of Ashfield City. So the first item in this strategy is budgetary allocation, and this money is simply going to be used for the following reason: the expansion of the infrastructure. Obviously, you have to make service available to these people, and then promotion, to support promotion or to fund promotion on various basic gadgets like phone, tablet, and other devices to get hooked up. And then service affordability. This funding will also be used to enable the service provider put up promotional activities on data, calls, and other ICT services. And of course, if these services are now available, the people of Ashfield City need the adequate training to use technology and these digital devices. So obviously a vigorous campaign on literacy and digital literacy will have to follow. And then a sustainability plan. If you have service available, you have gadgets in the hands of the people, and then the people start to subscribe to these services, obviously you need to sustain this gain. And the only way is to fight the primary cause, poverty. Government will have to attract investment in Ashfield City so as to enable these people increase their income, so that after this they will afford the service independently. So let's look at the implementation of this strategy. Obviously, government will have to set up a project management team which will engage stakeholders and assign roles to them. So we have an RACR metrics from a project management perspective on how the government, the project management team will assign roles to various stakeholders working together to solve this digital gap. So let's look at budgetary allocation. Obviously, it's the government responsible to allocate budget. And then infrastructural expansion is the budget. The government is going to also fund the process, and then the service provider will be responsible to execute that tax. Now, affordability of various gadgets, phones, and other devices. Government will surely fund the process, and service provider will have to implement because they have the devices on sale. Now, service affordability. The service provider obviously are providing the services, so government will have to fund the service provider so as to put out some promotional packages on data, calls, and other services to afford to allow the people of Ashfield afford the service. Now, digital literacy campaign. This is a local or activity. So obviously the Ashfield City Council is going to handle that. Sustainability plan obviously is going to be central government. And then a post-project evaluation. After this, how will government know that this project was successful? Is to evaluate the project after implementation. So obviously the government is going to be accountable for this post-project evaluation. Let's add some timeline to the various tasks or roles that these stakeholders will be implementing. This solution assumes that this project will be implemented in 2025. So the timeline is spread over the period of 12 months from January to December of 2025. So let's take a look at January 2025. You see budget allocation. But then after budget allocation, you find out that money is now available for the project. Right after budget allocation, all of the various activities kick off. You have the expansion of the infrastructure, which will last for 4 months. You have various promotions on gadgets, phones, and other devices. Pick up right after the money is made available. Service affordability. You are going to see various internet package, call package, and various and other packages. At the same time, you are going to have digital literacy program picking up because the people who already have the gadgets, these gadgets, and they will have to use them through this training program. Next is a sustainability plan. You cannot wait for the end of the project before you begin this. So right after money is available, obviously you are going to start planning how to sustain this gain. Next is the post-project evaluation. Government want to know how money was spent. Government want to know the gains that were made during this project. So obviously in the 10 months towards the ending of the project, this project evaluation team, which will be held by or implemented by the Ashfield City Council, will start to evaluate the gains that were made along the course of the execution of this project. Now, after this project is the evaluation. If you carry on or you implement the project, you have to evaluate a post-evaluation so that you can measure the degree of progress made. So we have this template which have indicator before project percentage and then after project. So you have percentage of older people owning gadgets and using internet, percentage of youth owning and using the internet, percentage of children owning gadgets, phones and using the internet, and percentage of call and internet subscriber in Ashfield City before and after the implementation of this project. These are cardinal indicators that will report to government and give them what they have gained through the implementation of this project. And then government, based on this evaluation, government will decide on a closure of the problem of the project or a continuation of the project. If there are questions, maybe not. Thank you.